Hello, my name is Jose Cobos. Good morning. I'm gonna be talking about gun violence in the United States, which is, it influenced me to do this due to the events that happened 1 or 2 days ago. A lot of people dying, a lot of people, it really made me do this due to all those events. So, what is the purpose of this? This is the purpose for this is to inform the audience about gun violence and the most important thing, how to stop this. I'm gonna be saying some points, some interesting points, some important points that we can do as the people to stop this. So first of all, I'm gonna start with what is gun violence. So gun violence, it's violence committed using a gun, including homicide, assault, or suicide. So any of these acts will be considered gun violence, and the one that we're gonna be talking mainly about is homicide, which is the killing of one person to another. And this word has been around for a long time, and nothing has been done. And it's why I want to talk about this. I want to influence people to start bringing ideas to stop this, because it's just surprising for me to not see a lot of people protesting, or it's just surprising for me. So now that we know what gun violence is and we already made that clear, I want to go on to talk about what effects does gun violence have on the United States and the Americans. But first, we're going to talk about the United States. So the United States, it's the economic rate. So the economic goes all the way down when gun violence is involved every year. So let's say from 30,000 people getting injured or killed, 25,000 people are attended in hospitals, and the budget around that is $695 million is spent on these individuals. And these individuals, they don't have any blame, they don't have anything, because it's not their fault, being shot at a white supremacist, or it's not their fault. So a lot of money is being spent by these hospitals, treatments. It's just unbelievable how people get killed, or they get assassinated, or it's just crazy how all this happens, and still the government doesn't do anything for these events to stop taking place. And some interesting facts about this topic is that around 331.42 people in the United States, which is a population, 100 million carry weapons. That's around 40% of the population carrying weapons in the United States. That's just, from those 100 million, how many do you think it's white supremacists? Or how many do you think it's serial killers, or people who are not mentally stable and they kill people? And this rates go up every year. So only in 2020, 5 million new gun owners they started getting new weapons, and they started becoming new gun owners. And that's only around 1 year. In around 1 year, 30,000 people die due to any gun related involvement, killing, or 30,000 people die every year in only the United States. All these numbers need to, they have to lower, and they need to stop. And in order to do this is my next point. What can we do? What can be done to fix this problem? So first of all, we need to make the sellers of these guns responsible and accountable for whatever events that happened. So let's say an 18-year-old came in, he bought a light machine gun, the seller sold it to him without any consent, and let's say that 18-year-old did a massacre in Florida. That seller needs to be accountable for that. He needs to have some consequences. If he doesn't have any consequences, they're not gonna have any consent or anything. We need to make a 15-year to a 30-year jail for those sellers. So whenever they want to sell these weapons, they're gonna think twice or three times, and they're gonna say, you know what? If you do something with those weapons and it's something rare for you to be, you know, buying this light machine guns, AKs, I don't know what you're gonna use them for, but I'm not gonna sell them to you due to the fact that I'm made to go to jail and you too. So whatever you do, I'm gonna be accountable for. So I'm not gonna sell these weapons. And that a lot of people could be saved. Let's say 10,000 people could have been saved due to those events, or 15. And from those 30,000 people dying every year, we can lower that number to 2,000 or 1,000. And in the future, it could be zero, because no people should be dying in the United States due to gun related acts. It should be zero right now, but it's 30,000 because we don't have any laws, we don't have any control. That's the number one that I would do. The number two would be to just take all those high caliber guns, including shotguns, including light machine guns, including the AK-47s. All those guns should be prohibited for the public. Because imagine an 18-year-old who hasn't fully developed their brain, they're not fully matured, they're gonna do whatever they want. And if they're, not mentally stable or they're crazy, they can do things like the massacres in Florida and Virginia. It's just something that the people should do, especially the government. They should, we as the people need to give those ideas, and the government should take in consideration for these ideas to take in place, for this massacre to stop. So from all this, I have my last thing is my opinion. I would like to give my opinion, and clearly you can say that I'm against all this due to all the dead people. I had my sister had some friends that were killed in the Virginia shooting, and she says that it was just sad because she went to them with school, and just imagine your family members, your friends, or any people that you know that they are killed due to this event. It's just sad and unbelievable to believe that dads and mothers, they get killed, and their own kids, they live to be alone, or they live to, just count the story of my mom was killed or my dad was killed. And these have to stop. If we don't stop this, a lot of other massacres are gonna happen. So overall, this is my whole speech. Thank you for your time, and I hope I informed you well, so you could come up with some good ideas as well. Thank you.